Your final score here from Joe Eccles Hall, 102-55. Norfolk State knocks off Penn State Wilkes-Barre here. The Spartans controlled it from the start to the finish as they were led by Jamari Thomas's 20 points. He was 6 of 10 from the floor tonight, had 4 assists, also had 4 steals. Norfolk State had 3 players in double digits. Everyone who played tonight for the Spartans scored. Norfolk State didn't allow a double-digit score today, shot over 50%. A lot of things that Coach Jones loves and he's going to appreciate as we get set for the Apprentice School on Thursday at 7 o'clock. You can find all the action here on the NSU Sports Network or NSUSpartans.com. For everyone here in Norfolk, Virginia, final score 102-55. The Spartans improve to 1-0.
All right, we have Kuel Mading and Jamari Thomas. Big performances. Former Burlington School teammates as well here. Okay, Jamari had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and Kuel had 15 points and 7 rebounds. Michael, you can start us off.
First off, 2 transfers coming in and you ball out in your first game. What was it like to, come out and perform pretty well in your first game? Both of you.
Yeah, I'll go first. It's actually crazy. I haven't played since last December due to familiar reasons, so I was away from my old team, and I haven't really gotten to be in the actual live basketball game for a while, especially at home. That environment is just wild, so it feels good to be back on the court, especially with the new guys. We've been building that chemistry since July, and I'm just glad to see the work's paying off.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what he said, we just been putting in a lot of work since the summer, so just seeing it paying off, it feels real good. And my boy, man, we really did it. It's crazy playing together now. It's really crazy.
It is.
Obviously, small sample size, game 1 against a smaller opponent. What immediately sticks out as something that you feel like you guys can maybe improve on before your next game on Thursday?
Before I say that, you feel me? Shout out to Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They're a good team. They challenge us in some ways, where we gotta get better in before the next game and the game after that. But one way that they challenged us is most definitely the field goal percentage. We try to keep it under 39%. In the last media, we let them get over that. So we got to try to cut that out on some closing, get the gaps and closing the game well. So
Yeah, we just got to finish the game. That's all it's about, finish the game.
I know Coach has talked about, how he wants the defense to kind of be the thing that you guys hang your hat on, and then the offense will come from that. And you guys really bowed up at the start of the second half. Just what was going through your minds defensively throughout the game, really?
Turkeys.
Season.
If we get those turkeys, the defense is going to turn the offense. That's how we got the score up to, over 50-point lead, really. So if we just keep on getting stops and pride ourselves on defense, staying in the gaps, rotations, then all the offense is going to pay off. And obviously it paid off with us shooting 55 from the field, 40 from 3. So, yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll start with the opening statement from Coach and take it from there.
It was good to come out the gate, 1-0. Honestly, Penn State Wilkes-Barre probably was, I know it might sound crazy, winning about 47, but they probably were a little better than we thought they were in stretches. So it was good to go on and get a W, and we'll move forward to Thursday.
Coach, you had mentioned that the scrimmages and with Puerto Rico, you only had about 9 guys playing with those scrimmages in Puerto Rico. How does it feel to get to see your guys out there, even though you're missing a couple of players, but still, how does it still feel to see the team out there so far?
I still haven't seen the team. Not 1 minute this year have we played or practiced with all 17 guys. So, and then, granted, during the year, we're only going to have a 15-man roster. We got 2 guys redshirted, but even in practice, there hasn't been a time that we have practiced with all 17 guys. So, as you can see, and it's not just because of the score that everyone got a lot of minutes, it's because that we're still trying to figure out what's the rotation going to be, because honestly, there's a lot of guys that can do something. There might not be a whole bunch of stars, per se, but there's a lot of guys that can do something. So we're trying to figure out what's that going to be like.
When you've got that situation, what goes into crafting your starting lineup really for opening night when you got a couple guys out and haven't really been able to play with everybody?
Well, we have a point system that we do in practice. And I guess I can't give away all the sauce of ingredients, but it's like the guys know it's called the winner circle, and we chart everything, because we're about winning. So if you win sprints, if you win drills, if you win rebounding battles and stuff, all types of stuff we chart. And those 5 guys that started today was the 5 guys that were at the top of the winner circle. So that's why they started today. And honestly, Terrence Jones would have been the 5th God and Allen Betran would have been 6. He would have came off the bench. So Betran and him just swapped. So Terrence Jones actually would have been a starter tonight according to the chart that we have. So that's how we was able to choose that 5. But after we chose that 5, now everybody else is like we trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know Terrence and George Beal were 2 of the guys that were kind of out. Are they good, or what's their status?
Well, it's 3 guys. I mean, we got 3 guys out. We got Terrence, George, and Jack. Out. Jack and George, they'll be with the second semester, and Terrence just has an injury, so he should be all right maybe by Thursday. If not by Thursday, he should be all right by Monday, definitely.
Gotcha. And then on those same kind of lines, obviously Christian, coming back from his ACL,
Yeah.
is he going to be on kind of like a minute restriction kind of thing going forward, or just what do you have?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I wanted to play him a little bit more today. I didn't realize that he only played 10 minutes. We try to get about 15, 16, honestly. It's not really a doctor minute restriction. It's more of a Jones minute restriction. Like, I'm being like more cautious than I think that anybody's being, because you got to hold Ings back for himself. If you see the play that he did, he tried to dunk on somebody. It's like you just came over ACL injury, and I think with Ings is that because he didn't tear his ACL doing a play like that he has no fear about doing it. So like he's not one of those guys that jumped, came down, landed, and tore his ACL, and they don't want to jump anymore for the rest of their careers. He kind of just stepped wrong and tore his ACL. So with that being said, he's doing plays like that, and he's falling to the ground, and we're looking what's going on here. It's just a restriction that we have. We want to be able to, next week. I mean, we got 3 games next week. We got Hampton, then we're gonna have two games in the Paradise Jam. Whether win or lose, we're gonna have 2 games. So that's gonna be a big week for us. So if we can get through like tonight and Penn State and Apprentice without playing him heavy minutes, then we're gonna do that.
Jamari had 20 and led the team in scoring. Just what are your thoughts on his first performance, in the regular season with you guys?
It was good. I mean, I think that Jamari finds a way to get points. He was the leading scorer for us in Puerto Rico too. So he's creeping towards that role of the leading scorer because he can score in a couple different ways. But once again, I don't know. Because I think that Betran is a really good scorer when he gets going. Today wasn't. Today he actually shot 4 for 5. So I guess it wasn't bad. But I think that he can probably even do better. And then Coel is X factor. I mean, if Coel can play the way Coel is capable of playing, there's not too many people that can really guard him in our level. He's 6'10", 6'11". I joke with him all the time. I know your joke with Alex is that they got 6'9" listed on the roster. He's nowhere near 6'9". I mean, he's nowhere near that. You see him walk in, he's 6'10" and a half, 6'11" or something like that. So if he can do all the things he can do at 6'10", 6'11", then he'll be a mismatch nightmare for us, especially once we get to conference.
I think the defense bowed up really in the beginning of the second half. I think it took them like 5-6 minutes to get a bucket.
Yeah.
I know you want to hang your cap on defense. Just what you see out of defense tonight.
That beginning of the second half was great. End of the second half was trash. To be totally honest with you, that was garbage. Like that was us playing the score instead of us having a 0-0 mentality. We had a plus 30 mentality that, okay, we're up 30 or maybe it was up 50 at that time, and then we're going to just do whatever we want to do, instead of just having a 0-0 mentality and keep it that way. And I think things would have been probably even more in our favor, honestly.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it, Coach.